Yo, what's up, gentlemen? I'm just making another video. I know I said I might not, probably not gonna make another video later today, but I don't know. I'm going to the gym, and I was like, man, at this point, it's like going to the gym in the evening because I've done it for like 10 weeks straight, going every day after work. Every day after work, I went to the gym. Where even when I hit the gym in the mornings, I get back home and my body still wants to hit the gym. My mind is like, something doesn't feel right until I hit the gym. So guess what? I'm hitting the gym, and that's just goes to show, like, when you make those systems, when you make those routines, and you just do it over and over and over and over, right? It becomes a habit. Where, as I was saying in my other videos, it's like after you've done it for a long time, it's just natural, and it begins to feel unnatural of you not going to the gym. So, and that's how habits are built. You have to intentionally build good habits, guys, because the world, the way everything's kind of structured here, it's to build, it's basically to make people consumers and weak. Just to straight up to say it, it's made to make consumers. It's made to make people who aren't able to chase their dreams or aren't able to put in that different kind of hard work that allows their personal dreams to come true. You know, and especially during our time, with all the distractions that we have, all the things that are happening in the world, you know, give it 100 years ago, like, you didn't know what was happening 80 miles away from you. You didn't know what's happening 200, 300 miles away. And it didn't like mind your mind to the point where you're just paralyzed. And that's why you have to take your distance away from media, because you go sit on media for 5 minutes and you catch all the news and the updates of the whole world. You get paralyzed. You get so many thoughts and so many feelings are going through your body, and none of them, guess what? None of them are helping you achieve your goals. None of it. If everyone focused to do right in their own life, it would be a different world. I think a lot of people's like negative emotions and just negative outlook, and hearing, always being surrounded by, terrible things. Look what happened here. Look what happened to that person. And you're just always surrounded by negativity, and it's intentional, guys. It's not an accident. There people who unplug themselves from it and focus on their work and build a life that they enjoy, right? And they put in the work for it. They put up boundaries. They said, okay, I'm not listening to this and this and that, because I know how it negatively impacts me, and it derails me from doing what I need to be doing. And they are strict, and want to know what? A majority of people are going to look at these people like they're crazy. Why aren't you up to date on this and this? And they're going to try to shame them. It's like, hey man, focus on your life. Focus on your life. They're focused on all the crazy stuff that's happening, lowers their energy, and then they go celebrate, go clubbing, or watch a football game, soccer game, and they feel like they win, and that's their celebration highlight of their life. And then they, mourn with everything. It's like, but what's happening in your life? What are you doing in your life to bring celebration? But the people who are really locked in, minding their own business, creating and doing, they're going to look at you differently. Because you had to set up boundaries. You had to become disciplined. You have a schedule that you need to abide to. Your schedule is your master. You rotate around your schedule. And if you rotate around your schedule, guess what? Everybody else in your life is going to have to somewhat rotate around your schedule. Because you're going to have to say no. And that is a difficult experience for people, because if you're always available, you're always saying, sure, I'm down, let's go, let's do this, and you make a transition in your life of beginning to say, hey, I have goals, and I really need to achieve them. I know I'm built more in life just for what I'm already at, I'm built for more. I'm built for greatness, and I'm built for excellence. And I don't want nothing below that. When you make that decision, you will learn that you gotta say no. You're gonna learn that you're not gonna be able to do the same things that you used to do. That's called growing up, guys. And it's not a bad thing. When you're saying no for the right reasons, you're gonna feel empowered. You're gonna feel like, hey, I got. You're getting an emotion of authority, autonomy, individuality, and you're putting up those boundaries. You're doing what you need to be doing, and you got that momentum going. You're feeling good about yourself. You can feel your identity shifting. You see things differently. You begin to operate like a business. You are the boss in your own consciousness, and that's when life gets really exciting. You're entering into creative mode. You're embracing your divine identity of being a creator, and that's energizing. That is very energizing, and you just learn how to go day by day and realize, want to know what? If I keep on doing what I'm doing, or keep being the person who I am right now, it's a matter of time that I achieve all these things, right? It's just being patient, because you know that every day you're putting in the work, you're doing what is necessary, and the only thing that has to happen is a couple of weeks have to go by, and you just have to be you. So see, now you're not chasing things, you're achieving things. They are attracted to you, because if you're doing everything a fit person does, right, it's just a matter of time you become fit. It's I am before I have. It's not I have then I become, right? So when you embrace the new identity, and particularly here in this case, and the channel and everything else, is that I am fit. I am healthy. I am doing everything that a fit and healthy person does. And that's the inner state, the invisible state, the way you perceive yourself, the way you think about things, right? And that takes time. Don't think it just, snap, and you dropped all your bad habits and you magically turned into a different person. And this is why you need repetition. You gotta repeat and do, and slowly through that course you learn little new things and you see things differently. And by doing that, you build this new identity where it becomes your default state. And now that default state is the new operating system in your life. It dictates how you see things. It dictates how you organize your day. It dictates what you eat. It dictates everything you do. And it bleeds into everything else in your life. Like when I started taking fitness real serious, it bled in the way I took on my passions, my reading, my writing. That's what I'm passionate. I like teaching. It changed the way I approached work. It changed the way I deal with time management and creating what I do on the weekend. My weekends are efficient now. It's like I know what I'm doing on the weekend before it comes. Like I don't wake up and let's see whatever time I wake up, and whatever mood I am in. Do I snooze in? Do I snooze in an hour, or do I wake up and go to the gym, or what am I eating? No, it's like all of that is already pre-planned. It's just a matter of waking up and showing up and walking up to the plate and doing it. So I'm living with intention. Like my mind doesn't just drift through the day, through the week, and wow, the week is over. No, it's like I'm seeing the whole week in my head. I'm alert. I know what's happening. I know what's supposed to happen because I wrote it down. I'm able to visualize it. And it's easier for me when something, unexpected occurs, right? Someone asks me to do something, or just unexpected. I just know how to, one is like, can I entertain that new unforeseen variable into my schedule? If it doesn't align, if it's going to distract me, if it's going to derail me from my goals, it's a no. If it's something that's permissible, it's like, okay, how can I adjust my schedule so that I'm still be able to produce what I need to produce and handle whatever that situation is. So you see, and you're more at peace because you know your plan. You're like ready. You know what to do. You just read your list. You know what you do on a day to day, and it becomes easy. And now it's just a matter of patience. And after a time, patience becomes irrelevant, because you found out who you are during the journey. Like, you became, like, for example, when you're building a business and it's going really well, and you're seeing the money come in, every week is just 10 grand, 10 grand, 10 grand, 10 grand, right? You're not going to stress. You're going to know, like, hey, it's just a matter of time before I become a millionaire. It's just time. At heart, because you see that money come in every single day, right? You're like, I'm a millionaire. I'm making millionaire type of money. It's just a matter of time until I got $1 million in the bank. So it's when you create processes and you have a transformation of identity, patience just becomes just time. But it's like when you're not the person who you want to be, then that's when you require patience. Because the patience, right, if you really think about it, is the I am that creates all things in your life. I am who I am. I am, right, God, I am the ruler of all things. So when you are successfully able to shift into that new identity, you already have it. No, there isn't this idea of patience. You are it already. I'm probably not saying it really well because I wasn't ready to go. It's just I flew into that topic, because that topic and that kind of knowledge deserves a lot more clarification. But if people already know about the power of the I am and vibration and attraction and have already practiced it, they can understand what I'm saying. But if this is all new to you, don't worry, I didn't explain it that great. But you are there's your life is a pure reflection of your I am. The way you perceive yourself dictates how you interact with yourself and others, and what happens in your external environment, to an extent. Okay, not that like you're in full power and control of everything. That's not what I'm saying. But your inner identity, what you say about yourself, gets reflected in your external reality. And we'll come to, it will be not now, but later on when we start diving deeper in the teachings of Christ and metaphysics. I will break all this down with scripture and practical ways of uses, so you can prove it to yourself. You can prove that Christ is in you in different ways, so it becomes practical, where you become naturally supernatural, right? So those it's going to be later on, because I'm still writing the book, and once that's fully digested and ready to go, I'll start teaching it, and you're gonna learn some cool stuff, man. It's gonna change. It's gonna be hella sick. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to express that knowledge to people, because this knowledge it transformed my life. It got me through a lot, and it changed who I am. So now now I'm in the season of becoming very, very disciplined, scheduled, and not just cutting out the BS. So walking the narrow path now. So stay focused, and as Christ said, he who puts his hands to the plow, right? Straight focus, because the one who looks back is not worthy of the call. So I'm like a horse with the blinders. I'm going forward, and I know what I'm called to do, and I'm excited that you guys are part of this journey. And beautiful things are ahead for us. And stick with me, guys, and you'll see your life change. And because it's this knowledge that will be introduced to this channel is going to be life changing. It's going to be life changing. I think it's going to produce a spiritual revolution in the world, in my opinion, and the way I see things. So it's a Friday night, guys. Be smart, live with intention, take action, tackle fear, tackle anxiety, and talk to God, and do what you got to do. All right, take care, boys.